Alrighty, so today I want to talk about the best extreme class teams or the best villain teams, quote unquote, in Dokkan as of right now. Now, one big thing I just kind of want to get out of the way is the integral extreme STR character for a lot of these missions that people are asking about is not on global just yet, and who that might be, you may be asking, is this bad boy right here, and that is LR Cell Max. Extreme STR is god-awful right now in the game, right? If we just filter this really quickly, if we can go right here, we do this. This is objectively the worst typing in the game right now, and I don't think it's particularly close either. Maybe Extreme Tech, but at least they have Merge Zamasu. But like you guys can see here, there's not much, right? Is the best unit here cooler? Yeah, I think it is. I think cooler. Maybe this guy because he's on the Majin Power team, but yeah, I think it's LR cooler unless something is just not like sticking out to me right now. But that's what I think. So LR cooler, right? The Extreme STR is just not in a good place. So that's like the first thing I want to open this video up with. So like if you're here for a mission of sorts, Extreme STR, no matter how you split it, you just have to get lucky. But the best STR character for like Extreme STR character, it's tough, right? So that's not the purpose of today's video, though. Today, I want to look at the best villain teams, like I said. And the first one, this one should be pretty obvious to you. You guys kind of just see it up here. But Super Bosses. This is the best extreme team in the game right now. And there's another one, obviously you guys can see here, but we'll talk about that one in a little bit. We've got Broly as the lead, who's phenomenal, right? Very good character. Or you could run Rose as the lead, but I'd recommend that you run this guy because he... I'd have to look at the 200%, so we can pull both of them up. But both these characters can be ran as leads, right? Because Accelerated Battle, Realm of Gods, Exploding Rage, like if you want to run primarily through like Goku Black and Zamasu, this might be a better option for you. But at the same time, it's like this guy's also he's just doing the 200% as well with the Exploding Rage, right? So keep that in mind. I think Double Broly is the way to go with Super Bosses. But you also have like just a very like well-rounded lineup right now, and especially considering you just have that one spot right now that cannot be fulfilled. If you really don't want to, if you want to run like non-pure villains, you could just toss Beast Gohan on the team, right? If you really wanted to, and that's always going to be an option. But if you want to go full extreme, it can be a little bit tricky. But if we look at this one, obviously Broly as your lead, you want to run this Golden Frieza as a support. You have Rose Goku Black, who you can run next to Merge Zamasu, and that's a core 4 right there. And then you also have the Broly trio, who's going to be a very well-rounded character for you, providing support as well as the guaranteed dodging. This is going to help you in a lot of runs. If you need another character that you have to run on the team because you're kind of like, I don't know who else to use, we can run Beerus. You have Brienne and company. This is a really good character, but both of these characters are both super, so keep that in mind. But if we continue to look at this one, right, when we're just looking at the extreme side of things, Cell Max obviously is going to help out this team a ton when we are able to use him. But like that's why multiple leader skills is also very good, because like pure categories these days usually is not how you are building a team, right? Because these characters just have such wide and vast leader skills that you tend to throw other characters on the team, right? Where it's like I'm trying to stick to pure extreme here, so like that's where things do get a little bit tight. But like this AGL Zamasu can work in a vacuum. He's okay. Has seen better days, unfortunately, and it's like the same thing could be said for like LR Rose. Not the best character in the world right now, so it's kind of tough, right? But like you have a core 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's just that 6th spot where you got to get a little bit freaky with it, right? If you want to just go extreme, like Rose can work, but again, it's going to be very tricky. And then just looking at Super Bosses, right? I think this guy right here is probably your best option for like an emergency fill-in, right? I think that's probably the way that you want to go. But it does get a little bit tricky. Oh, this guy. What am I talking about? I'm sorry. He was so far down the list. It's right here. It's this guy. My bad. Super Easy A Goku Black. It took me a minute to find him, but yeah, this would be the 6th option on the team. My bad. he's down here. So when it comes to Super Bosses, this team is very well rounded. But again, if you are looking for that extreme STR option right now, it just doesn't really exist. And there's not much we can do there until we get the boy LR Cell Max. So I think this team is very good. Again, when it comes to extreme teams, this is probably the best in the game, but there is a second one that we can talk about that has an extreme STR option, kind of, and that is Majin Power. Majin Power. I really like this team, and it's a pretty easy lineup to set up, especially if you're just going for a pure extreme. What you would want to do is you start with a Boo-Tank's lead, who was on the UI Goku banner, so you probably got a copy of him, and you're not very happy about it, but let me give you a reason to be happy about it. He is a good Majin Power leader, and then you want to run this support unit that came with in Fat Boo. He's a good floater for the team. You have this Tech Exchange Boo, who after their EZA is phenomenal. And then we have Int Boo right here, so that's 4. And then if we're looking for 5, this is where it does get a little bit spicy, but I will go down and find him. We have a Super EZA Kid Boo. This is a very, very good character. The Super EZA for this guy was very well done, right? And then kind of in that 6th spot is where you get like a little bit of a free choice. I think LR Super Boo is not bad. And keep in mind, like if you don't care about it just being pure extreme, then the choice is Mr. Boo. That's an easy one, right? This is a world tournament unit, so if you don't have him, you could use Android 21. Potentially you have her, right? Where's another super character, right? There's not too many after that, but again, this version of Majin Buu right here, this is a very good character for the roster, and a nice little AoE, and then like along with Super Buu, these are both AoE characters, but again, it just depends on what you are looking for, right? The thing with this game now is it's like a one-size-fits-all is usually just not the thing anymore, right? We've talked about this 100 times, where it's like in these events, there's so many different like phases and typings and stuff like that, where it's usually like you just have to mix and match. That's the only way that these events are going to work for you. And most of the time these teams, especially like all things considered, is like super is just going to find a way onto a team, right? Because primarily most of these releases in the game are super class, and like a villain team, right? Like Majin 21, like I think this is like, is this Android 21 good? Is like that, is that what they call her here? That's the only reason, yeah, because she's normal, right? And then it's transformed good. And if this was like transformed not good, then she could have just been extreme, and it would have been a lot better for like a pure extreme team, right? But I don't really think it matters too much. But again, if you are just looking for like a pure extreme lineup, then this guy right here, it's tough to talk about him. He's really good, this 50% support, and he like is going to make Buhan look a lot better. But the issue is I don't think most of you watching this video probably have that character, because he was on one banner, and that was the type support banner that came out before the anniversary. That was like a stone trap, right? So odds are you don't have that character, but he can work. When this Boo Piccolo, whenever he gets his EZA, this could potentially be a glitchy character. This STR Super Boo is okay. I would not really run him, but he can work. But there you have it, right? The Majin Power team, this is one of the best villain teams in the game, alongside the Super Bosses team, right? I think Super Bosses is probably the best right now, just because of the overwhelming power that this team has with like Broly, Rose, and Maruzumasu. But this Majin Power team is also very well-rounded and can go through most difficult events in the game with just the core mechanics that they have. Defense, offense, healing, all of those fun things are going to be part of what this team brings to the table. But if we could want to look at some other teams potentially, I think Movie Bosses has a little bit of potential, right? This is just going to be like a little bit quicker here, just because of characters like Harudegarn, AGL Golden Frieza works, the Broly trio, this version right here of Golden Frieza, like I said, Harudegarn, Harudegoat, whatever you want to call him, right? But then it tapers off a decent bit, right? Like, you know, this Cooler has seen better days, this Frieza has seen better days. I guess this Tapion can work in like very limited usage. This Golden Frieza is like banned from every event because of his leader skill, and it just doesn't look great, right? But like I think Extreme Bosses has like Movie Bosses has a little bit of potential, mainly just with this core up here, with like this Broly right here, the Broly trio, Harudegarn, and then you can kind of just mix and match it, right? You run like a combination of Movie Bosses and Super Bosses, and you can include Harudegarn on the team, and that's going to be very nice. But like when it comes to extreme teams right now, the game is just not in the best state for those. Like Wicked Bloodline, it needs help. What are some other ones? Like Inhuman Deeds, it needs a lot of work. Like Namek Saga, like the extreme characters from that, it needs an update. I'm just trying to like think off the top of my head right now, right? Kuroda Body and Mind needs help. Stuff like that. So there you guys have it. Like I said, not very many extreme class units in the game right now. Or just not many teams, right? For extreme class units, you kind of just mix and match them together. And then you have a character like Cell Max, who's really going to help kind of bring together that Super Bosses team. And this is just a crazy, crazy character. When is he coming out, you might be asking me? Unfortunately, I do not have the answer for you. If I did, I would let you know. But Again, he's in global limbo. UI Goku, they happen to do us a favor by dropping him early, but that's usually, I don't think, going to be the case for most of these characters, where it's just like randomly they toss him out during the anniversary. But again, who knows? Maybe he could be out next week and I could look like a babbling idiot, which is definitely possible. So there you guys have it. Like I said, the best extreme teams in the game, 2 big ones right now, and then the rest are just kind of whatever right now. Unfortunate, it is tragic, but let me know what you think down below. If I missed any teams, I probably did. Leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the Super Bosses team, the Majin Power team, all of that fun stuff. If you did enjoy today's video, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.